Welcome to our discussion program, Studio 58A, live here at the Jamaica Information Service. I'm your host, Anjuii James Sawyers. Thanks to everyone for joining us for today's program. As you watch, remember to send in your questions and comments so that we can put them to our guests. And also, please share this video with a friend. We have in studio with us today CEO of Internet Income Jamaica, Alicia Lyttle, and we will be discussing digital careers. Thanks for stopping by, Alicia. We're glad to have you.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here as well. So, we want to find out what is a digital career and how exactly it is that you ended up in the internet income space.
Sure. So a digital career, with technology and where we are today, a digital career is really those careers that are in demand in our digital global marketplace. So we're talking about web design, mobile app development, social media management, but then things just as much as an admin assistant. You can have a digital career as an admin assistant. We call that a virtual assistant. So the times that we're in now, digital careers are so in demand globally, and so widely, there's such a wide variety of what is considered a digital career. I would say, a few years ago, it might have just been like mobile app development or web development considered a digital career, but now even transcriptionists and appointment setters, it's the sky is the limit for what you would consider a digital career. How I got started in this online space, and this is my 19th year online, so wherever my laptop is, I'm working and making money, and I love it. And I got started 19 years ago when my ex-husband asked me, he said, I can teach this, and I want to know how to, it's like a course, and I want to know how to sell this online. Do you think you can help me figure it out? And so at that time, I was in a PhD program, but I was like, yes, I can try to figure it out. I tried to work on it with him, figured it out, and it did so well. I was completely addicted to this world of internet marketing, online marketing, and what was available via the internet. So that's how I got started. 19 years later, here I am.
Oh, okay. So how has it been for you over the 19 years?
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. So much so that for the past 15 of those 19 years, I've been teaching other people how to do it. So I absolutely love it. I release, courses and trainings. I sell a whole variety of stuff online, from services to courses and ebooks and, a whole bunch of different things online. And then I teach people specifically how to start and launch their own digital career. So how do you get started in the space? What can you do? And what skills do you need to have to jump into that space?
Okay, so why did you see the need to teach these classes?
Sure. So there's a huge interest for it, and there's also companies all over the world that are looking for people that can service them from anywhere in the world. It's allowed us to be so global. So when I'm teaching this, and I saw the need to teach it, I've been teaching it globally. I live here in Kingston. And so back in 2010, I was invited to speak at an event. My dad's from Kingston, so I was invited to speak at an event here in Kingston. And I spoke about internet marketing and how to make money online, and people were really excited about it. And we did a great class, got a lot of interest in it, and it's just really taken off from there. So I teach it really all over the world. Last week I was in San Diego teaching it. The week before I was in somewhere else, I can't even remember. But I'm teaching it all over the world, and I really love it. Our students see success, they're able to work online, and it makes all the difference in their life. Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's good. That's good. Which digital careers are you seeing in demand?
Right. I'm really seeing the careers that are in demand. There's so many of them. But when we're looking at the careers that are technology focused, I'm seeing website design and development. And this is something anybody can get into, because with today's technology, you can really learn how to build a website. I mean, in our class, you learn in half a day how to build a website, and you got a website launch. So website design and development, social media marketing, that's something that I do and my sister does, and that's really in demand. But then being a virtual assistant. So if you have any skills as an administrative assistant, being a virtual assistant is so in demand as well. So just doing administrative tasks, data entry is in demand. So what we do is we teach people, all right, how are you an administrative assistant? As an administrative assistant, how can you take your skills and service clients online? So while working here in Jamaica, your clients are in Australia, New Zealand, the UK, the USA. So we teach people, how to do that online. But when you ask the question, like, what is in high demand? It's a really good question. There's so much that is in demand that when we say, okay, what's in high demand? It's like, what's not in high demand,
Okay.
right?
Understood.
So it's interesting because employers from all over the world are looking for someone to do data entry, administration, video editing. The sky is really the limit for what you can do. What I teach people is find your passion. If you don't know how to do it yet, learn it as a skill and sell that service online. You will find business.
Okay. So for persons who may not be aware that they have certain skills that they can use to actually venture into this space, what should these persons pay attention to?
Right. So what I like to tell people is ask someone else what your great skills are. So for example, you're a great interviewer, you have a great voice.
Thank you.
So if you ask me that question, I'd be like, you need to do voiceovers, you need to do, videos, like you could do a video sales letter. So when somebody, is looking to have a spokesperson is what they call it, like a spokesperson video.
Okay.
I mean, you could do so much. So it's about asking other people, what do you think I'm good at? Like, I'm looking to work online. What are some of my talents and skills? So I always tell people, call 5 people on the phone and ask 5 people face to face, like, what am I good at? I found, some people are great at relationship advice, and you can get hired to give relationship advice. I mean, some people are great at talking, so look for a career in appointment setting or, having your own phone call service from home. So ask people what you're good at, but then don't forget that you can learn a new skill. With YouTube and Google. So for example, press release writers are in high demand. So people want press releases written. So after this live is over, maybe we'll write a press release about how we talked about digital careers.
Okay.
But I'm not going to write it and you're not going to write it. So we're going to look for a press release writer. Now somebody can just Google how to write a press release, find YouTube videos and Google videos on how to do it. Learn it, do it for free for some people to build your portfolio, and you've got a digital career already in learning how to write press releases. Like, we don't have to go to college anymore to learn a skill that we can sell online, right? The skills and the learning is out there. Take a class, go to Google, go to YouTube, figure out that skill if you're not sure what skill that you have, but try to think of something that you might be passionate in. And what I like to always tell people is if you try something and you don't like it, there's nothing that says you can't stop it and try something else. So keep going. If you say, okay, I'm going to be a press release writer, and you try it and you're like, I really don't like it, well, then try video animation. Maybe you'll like that. So with all the opportunities that technology provides us, keep trying until you find that thing that you're passionate with. And then when you do, your business and your money will just skyrocket.
Okay. About how many persons have you trained locally? Because I'm guessing you also train persons overseas because you travel a lot.
We do.
But how many persons have you trained in Jamaica?
So I would say directly trained, probably now at about 4,000, 4,500 directly. But for every person we train, they train 5 others. And those people train 5 others. So with how we train people spread the word and it starts to get out. When I first started training here locally, in 2010, there were just a handful of people working online. Now there are thousands and thousands of people working online. So the trend is picking up and people aren't as scared of working online anymore as they were 10 years ago. So it's just picking up exponentially. But directly here, I would say maybe 4,500. Indirectly, who knows,
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Okay. Well, you were saying a little bit earlier that, what's not available in terms of jobs in the online space.
Right.
Are you seeing any popular jobs that Jamaicans are going towards or are interested in?
I would say the most in-demand popular job for Jamaicans, especially women, us ladies, is transcription. And transcription is just, let's say we take this audio recording or the video and we want it typed up so we can turn it into an ebook or put it as a blog post. So we're going to hire a transcriber to type it up. So that skill is in such high demand because of shows like this and podcasts and the amount of audio and videos content that's been created that people always need transcribers. So transcription is just crazy. There are not enough transcribers to fill the demand, even internally. So within our community, as we teach a transcriber, they always need other people to work with them. So they'll hire other people, and there's not enough people right now. So we've got a very urgent shortage of transcribers. That's one urgent need is for transcribers. But appointment setters and virtual assistants are also really in high demand. I would just say that, like, if you can type, and we use tools. So we'll take this interview, upload it to a tool that will type it all out, and then we'll just go back and edit it to make sure that it's good. So we still use technology as a transcriber, but it's definitely the most in demand. Lots of stuff is popular, but it's definitely the most in demand, and the biggest need that we're seeing is to train more transcribers.
Okay. What are some of the skills that you've learned over the 19 years you've been in the online space?
Yeah, it's a good question. For me, I'm addicted to learning. So every day I'm trying to learn something new, read something, so when it comes to the skills that I have in the digital space, it's really wide. I mean, I can build my own websites, do social media, I can do transcription. Everything that I teach, I can do myself. I've published books and, so that's a really long list. But it's also because I'm so addicted to learning and knowledge. And then I was telling you that, I went to do my PhD. I actually dropped out of the PhD program. So, but I still get my desire to teach by teaching people what I love. So, I might be a PhD dropout, but then I'm an internet teacher, I guess you could say. So I like to learn new skills and master them and teach people those skills as well.
Okay, that's great. Over the years, I've seen that you've been adding new programs to your suite.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about that
Sure.
process and how you decide what to offer? And yes.
So whenever I learn something, and this is your average internet marketer, somebody like me, a digital marketer, whenever we learn something new, we create it, turn it into a course, and we teach it. So for example, I was running an Airbnb, so I have my own Airbnb. So when I became good at it, making lots of money off of Airbnb, I launched a course on how to launch your own Airbnb.
Okay.
So a lot of the ways that I figure out the new courses to add to our portfolio of courses comes from different skills that I'm able to master and make money off of, and then I can teach it to someone else. And then it's also different things that are in demand. So our recent courses this year have focused on helping local businesses, like how you can set up a business servicing local business, like doing their social media for them.
Okay.
And then how to be a virtual assistant, how to do Airbnb. I love doing graphic design, so how to do graphic design for clients. We call that our design masterclass. So that's a good question, but new courses are always coming out based on the things that we're learning, what we know are in demand, and what we're having success with.
Okay, for persons who may be a bit concerned about, probably not knowing about coding, programming, that sort of thing, what would you tell them in terms of the tools that they can use?
Right. So if you're interested in coding and programming, I would say go to Google and YouTube, because there's lots of resources out there on how to get started as a programmer and learning basic code. And there's free courses out there as well. So when you go to YouTube, you'll find people that just have an hour-long video on how to, start off coding. And also I would recommend, adult internships. So go to a programmer and say, hey, I know the basics of coding, but I want to work with you for free for the next 3 months, or do some sort of work for someone that's already doing what you want to do so that you can learn for them. Or look to buy a course that's well organized that can teach you that skill set and what you need to know. You don't even have to go to college for it anymore. There's like college online. Just take a course and learn it yourself.
Okay.
Not that I'm... I've had a lot of college myself, so not that I'm saying college is great, go to college, but also we're in a time now where you need to teach yourself. take the initiative and teach yourself. And as adults, we always need to be learning. So don't think that just because you're not in school, you shouldn't be learning something new.
Okay, so I understand that we have a lot of engagement coming our way.
Okay.
So we're going to just show our Facebook and Instagram viewers some love right now. So we have Anjuii Sawyers online, Sarita Williams. Oh, Sarita says, this program has enabled me to work from home on my own time. Thanks, Alicia. God
Hi,
bless
Sarita.
you. We also have Pineda Samantha. And Avalola, I'm familiar with this name.
Yeah.
Ava says, she trained me and now I'm training so many others. This program is amazing. You don't need to be an expert. You get so much support after training as well. This is Gerda. I hope I got the pronunciation right. Gerda Findlay. Great stuff and very informative.
Great, thanks.
Lorraine Sammy Jo Brown says, the best training ever, not to mention the support afterwards. Best decision I ever made.
All right.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful, Alicia.
Great.
Charlene Campbell has a question.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. She's asking if there would be a special rate for JIS staff.
I think I just met her in the hall. Let me see. Is that who I met? Yes, I just met Charlene in the hall.
Okay.
Of course, Charlene. I've got your number. I'll call you.
All right. Okay, let's see. We also have Lacey Anderson. Great training and support afterwards is great as well. It was one of the best decisions I made. VC Coley, Alicia Genius Lyttle, who brought this amazing option and enlightenment to her Jamaican people. As a baby rookie, I am proud to be a part of her digital family. Michelle Arthurs. Thanks for tuning in, Michelle. Michelle says, thanks for imparting your knowledge, Alicia. You are making a difference in my life. I feel as if I am being transformed. The virtual assistant course is so informative and exciting. This is Raquel Bishop Johnson. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
That's their comment. Charlene says the program is informative. Julian Anderson, I am excited to get started with her courses. Awesome, Julian. So a little later, we'll tell you more about where you can find her so that you can get started. All right. We also have Raquel Bishop Johnson again. Oh, that person is asking, when is the next class?
So let me tell you a little bit about our classes.
Okay, sure.
So when we first started teaching, we were in the Ligor Business Center. That was our first office. And all of our training was in person. So you had to come with your laptop. Or we went to Montego Bay. So our team would, go to Montego Bay. We'd rent a venue there or a hotel and do an event there. So everything was face-to-face. And a lot of people were complaining that they couldn't get to class, or they lived in another part of the island, or other islands were complaining. So we actually moved now to be we're like 90% digital classes now.
Okay.
So even our virtual assistant class, we've taken it and we've said, you know what, we're teaching people how to work online digitally. Why are you coming into our office to learn? So so it's like 3 nights a week after work if you work, or it's just in the evening, and you log on and we're teaching you on the computer. You're watching, you're interacting, you can talk. You submit your work. There's a lot of homework. Everybody's in a Facebook group. So we've moved to a model where instead of a class where you have to come in and sit in front of me or my team, Ava's one of our trainers, now you can just take a class online. So like if you want to learn how to do graphic design, our whole graphic design course, you just buy it online, or, you can buy it in our office or bank transfer, whatever. You make it easy, but you can just take it sitting from home, watch on your computer screen, do the work. So it's one shift that we've made in our business. It's made it more global for us even. Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely a good move. All right. So we have some more persons commenting. So Tia Francis says, I've been seriously thinking of this. I'm loving the information. Crystal Victoria Shivers. Hey, Alicia, you're amazing. Kel's Development. I am a part of the virtual assistant course. Best step I ever took. Let's see. Juliet Moore says, way to go, Alicia. Jamaica appreciates you a whole lot. That's so nice. Thank you, Juliet. I'm sure she appreciates that comment. All right, let's see if I can see if we have any questions on IG.
And if you guys have any questions, put it in the comments below and I'll answer those questions. So type in your questions now. It can be anything about working online, making money online, a digital career, how to get started. Ask it in the comments now and I will answer it. So let's go with those questions.
Yes, most definitely. All right, so I'm just checking on JIS Voice on Instagram, see if we have any questions here. Okay, not just yet, just a lot of persons waving.
Okay, wave back. So if you guys on Facebook aren't following JIS on Instagram, make sure that you're doing that. So I love how you're live streaming, like you're live streaming on Facebook. You guys are live streaming on Instagram.
Thank you.
It's a great way to teach and reach people. So good job on that, JIS. Good job.
Thank you, Alicia. All right. Okay, so somebody just asked, how can they get started with what you offer in terms of training?
Yeah, sure. So I guess one of the easiest ways is just, if you're interested, just write interested in the comments. And then one of my team members, I see Ava's on here, she'll reply back to you and just have a one-on-one conversation with how you can get started. Kind of figuring out what you're passionate about and what class would be best for you. So let's keep all the comments right here going on this live. Whether you're watching it live or watching it later as a recording, just comment below, just the word interested. We'll see it and we'll get back to you on how to get started. So there's a bunch of different ways to get started with us, but I'd love to keep the comments going on your comment stream, and my team will be there to assist.
Sure. Okay. All right. So someone is asking, this is bro_God1. Do you guys have any free course?
We always have free training. So I'll make sure that that we get over to Instagram and connect with you so that we can send you some of our free training. We do free training all of the time. And I'll give you just can I just give them a 2-minute free training on how to get started so that we've got that real quick? Are you good with that?
I should think so, yes.
All right.
Okay, sure.
So let me just give like the rundown of what you need to do right now to get started. And so, bro, you can take some of this and run with it. So here's the thing. When we're talking about a digital career and getting started making money online, I absolutely love, my favorite site is called Fiverr.com.
Okay.
And it's just Fiverr. That's 2 R's at the end, Fiverr.com. So look at Fiverr, see what other people are selling. Look at the people that have a lot of reviews, which are the stars on there. Look in the categories and start to make a list of the different services that you can provide. So you're looking in the graphic design category and you're saying, oh, I would love to do flyers and logo design. So you're making your hit list of the different things that you can do. And then look at those top sellers and see how they're putting together their packages, what they're selling, and look and see how you can model. I didn't say copy, I said model after some of these best sellers. And that's where you can really get your start and your education and start learning. So I'm recommending to you that you put in at least 1 hour a day, whether that means waking up an hour early or going to bed an hour later. Add an hour of your day to really commit to starting your digital career today. Because here's the thing, we all have time, we all have the same amount of hours in a day, but I want you to say, okay, from today on, I'm going to commit to starting my digital career. Because everyone, whether you're working full-time or not working at all, you can have a side hustle, right, with your digital career.
Right.
I have plenty of people that work full-time and do transcription on the side or appointment setting on the side, but there's no better day to start a digital career than today. For real, tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is the best day to start your digital career, so just commit to it. You know, start to do some research. I invite you, follow me on Instagram. I'm Alicia Lyttle. On Instagram, we give tips all the time, or comment on any of these streams, and my staff and my team will be there to assist you. But I will say, just get started. Like, don't wait another day. Get started.
Okay. I'd literally spelled Lyttle.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome. Website. Okay, someone is asking, this is Claire Campbell Foster on our Instagram page. Is there a website we can visit for more information?
Yes, Claire. I think you're probably interested in our VA course. I want you to go to thepaidva.com, thepaidva.com, and submit your information there. I'll see it, and you'll also be able to see all the stuff we offer in our virtual assistant class. And then I'll make sure that my team privately sends you some other websites that you can check out.
Okay. You mentioned this earlier, but for the sake of the person who asked the question, this is Lay the Rain.
Okay.
How do you get started to do a course in web page design?
Right. So we have courses in web page design, and I encourage you, take one of our courses. I'll have my staff reach out to you. But if you just want to get started, go to YouTube and type in how to design a website. A WordPress website is a really popular website to design, or you can look at starting off by using some free tools like Wix, WYX, and design a website on the Wix platform. But let me just tell you this, Google and YouTube are your friends. They are your friends. Put in the time in Google and YouTube, and I promise you, your self-education will be well worth it. And then you can invest in a course and keep going. But today, invest in self-education. Guess what? To Google something and to find something on YouTube and look at the information, how much does that cost? Nothing. It's completely free.
That's right.
So get on it. And these questions that you have, Google it, YouTube it, ask us, ask me on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But that's a really good question, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We have some more comments coming in on our Facebook page. So we're hopping back. Instagram family, we're going back to Facebook right now. All right, so Chantel Dixon says, best decision I've made was to join the class. Kay Sims, looking forward to complete my virtual assistance course. That's virtual assistant.
Yeah, right. It's a virtual
assistant course and start another. Claudette Robinson, wow, I'm looking forward for this new and exciting life transformation training. Thanks, Miss Lyttle. Candice Kristen, what advice can you give? Oh, this is a question.
Okay.
What advice can you give to a young blogger who has yet to monetize their blog?
Right. So, Candice, very good question on being a young blogger. So here's the thing with blogging. I do blogging myself, and I have one blog post that so far this year I've probably made $700 US off of this blog post that I just wrote once. And here's the thing with that blog post. It gave great content and it linked to an affiliate product. So it linked to a product that when people bought it, I made a commission on it. So as a blogger, you need to look for things that you can recommend that you honestly love and use. And when someone buys that product from you, you get commission from it. So as a blogger, first put out great content that's shareable and people will want to share. And then share it yourself on all of your social media platforms. So as a blogger, you have to be your number one marketer. You have to get out there and market your stuff. Do it. You should have a YouTube channel as well. And every topic that you blog about, you need to YouTube about it as well. Whether you're face-to-face in the camera or recording on the screen, what you're talking about. Even reading your blog posts and recording the screen. I like to use a tool called Loom. So you can just Google that. You can find Loom, and it's a really good tool to record your screen. But as a blogger, you've just got to be proactive, go after it, but find really good products to market and promote, and that's where you'll make your money. And then also sell your own services. So think about services that you can sell that people will pay you for.
Okay. Wow. That's food for thought, yes. Most definitely. Okay. All right, we have even more comments coming in, Alicia. Oh, this is lovely. This is Camillar Lemon. Alicia and her sister, they are a blessing to us. Shauna Campbell says, I'm an artist. I draw portraits, comics. I have a YouTube channel, but I'm not making any money yet. I'm so depressed. I need some help.
Don't be depressed. So she said she can draw.
Yes, portraits and comics.
Yeah. So I want you to go on Fiverr right after this is over that website I told you, remember, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and type into the search portraits and comics. Like, I have hired people to do portraits, and I've hired people to do comic strips myself.
Okay.
But if you, just for presentations that I had to do and flyers that I had to do, go on that website right now. And when you see people doing what you can do, then I want you to commit to saying, I'm going to set up my own Fiverr account, I'm going to set up my own services and do the same thing. Here's the thing with Fiverr. When you start out, I want you to set up 7 services. So they're called gigs. So each service you put up is called a gig. And you can just put up 1 or you can put up 7. And you need to put up 7 because the more you put up, the more opportunities that you have to get a position, to get a job, to get someone to hire you for this service. And then after you put your services up on Fiverr, what I want you to do is I want you to share your Fiverr link on your social media site. So start to promote yourself and get it out there. You never know who will see it. Also, Fiverr loves what we call link backs or backlinks. So the minute you share your link on like your Fiverr link on your social media, Fiverr's like, somebody likes, this service. So it just gives you more love on the Fiverr site. So share it. I know people that are sharing their gigs every day on Facebook. They're like, share, share, share. The wider you share, the better. So you will make money with your skill set if you take it seriously, learn Fiverr, get on there and put up your services for sale. Build that portfolio, and then to really get started, offer your service for the lowest price. So if you're going to do a portrait and let's say you want to charge $100 for it, start out charging $5 for it. Why? Because it's so important for you to get reviews. In this day before we buy anything, we look at how other people like it, right? So, for example, I do voiceovers and I charge $100 a voiceover. But when I first got started doing it, I charged $5 a voiceover. Got a whole bunch of really great reviews and then increased my price. And then when it's at $100, people look back and they're like, well, all these people love it, so it must be a great service to buy. So start off at a really low price and then increase your price.
Okay. All right.
She'll make money.
Oh. Okay. All right, we have a question coming in from Simone Morgan. Hi, Alicia. Is coding relevant today or building websites with programs such as WP, I think that's WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, etc.?
Right. So if you know how to code, great. I think that's a really big benefit. Would I learn coding now? If I was getting into website design, me personally, absolutely not. There's no way I'm going to learn coding, right? So I'm going to use, I know people that if you go on that same site, Fiverr, just type in Squarespace and you'll see all these people who are just building websites on Squarespace and making great money. Like, you don't need to go learn coding in order to sell web design services. And I'm really shocked that, WordPress and Squarespace isn't taught more here locally. Like, they're just teaching our young kids how to code, which is a great skill to know. But you also need to know these different sites that are in high demand that people want their websites built on. You can learn Squarespace like this. You can learn WordPress like this. And this is, if you look at what the most popular platform is and what businesses want it built on, it's WordPress, right? So I'd love to get into colleges and be like, come on, teachers, we need to teach WordPress, Squarespace, let's really teach what's in high demand globally.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so Carrie Ann Hamilton says she's interested in the information that you're sharing. So that's good, Carrie Ann. So hopefully you'll sign up for one of the classes soon.
Hi, Carrie Ann.
We also have Steve Walton. How soon after learning the VA course can you start earning and how much?
Sure. Really good question. So, how fast after taking the VA course or any other course can you start earning? Our VA course is a 6-week course, and usually before the 6 weeks is over, people are already starting to earn. So it's really based on when you take what you've learned and applied it. For example, last week we taught people video animation. They made some amazing animated videos, better than I could make. Like, I was so impressed. They could take that skill today and sell it locally, sell it on Fiverr, and be making money already. But a lot of our students will take the whole class, learn all the skills, hone in on the ones that they like. But I mean, I've seen people learn a skill, put it on Fiverr, and make money the same day, get an order the same day. Average is between a week and 2 weeks of you having 7 gigs up and sharing it. So it really depends. And I've seen people learn graphic design and then go to their church and say, I now design church flyers or whatever it is. So it's also about being proactive with it, but the money's there to be made.
Okay. We have a question on IG from Shorty VA.
Okay.
And this person was asking if you offer courses in Montego Bay. I'm not sure if they heard what you said earlier, but I'm just putting it out there so you can.
Right. So the question was, do we offer courses in Montego Bay? And what we do now is we teach all of our courses online so that whether you're in Montego Bay or Trinidad, Barbados, the USA, you can take those courses. So we know we haven't recently been in Montego Bay to do a course. We'll probably have a few in 2020.
Okay.
But for now, take a digital course where you can sit at home on your laptop and learn what you need to learn. So we'll reach out to you and tell you more about our digital courses.
All right. Okay, so Juliet Moore is asking a question.
Okay.
Does it make sense to do transcription jobs working for some of these transcription sites, or is it better to find clients directly?
So I would say it's a combination of both. The transcription sites will get you started. And I know people who are making, it's fantastic, $4,000, $5,000 US a month right here from Jamaica doing transcription. Remember, I told you it's that skill that's in high demand, that there's not enough transcribers, urgent need for transcribers right now.
Okay.
And I'll give you a website so you can learn more about that. It's a course put together by one of our students. But so to answer your question about, what was the question? About transcription. It was about
working for transcription sites versus finding clients directly.
So a lot of our transcribers get their first jobs from other transcribers that we've trained. So we have a course, it's called Get Paid to Type. So it's at getpaidtotype.com, like get paid to type. And so you go there, you sign up for the course, and then you're put into a Facebook group. So you learn how to do transcription by going through the course, and then students who went through the course months ago or last year and they've put their services out there have too many jobs. So they're in there every day being like, I need a transcriber, I need a transcriber. So then take on those jobs first from other students who have too much work. They'll pay you for it so that you can learn under someone who's already doing it. It's the best way to learn. It really is. Mm-hmm. And then you can also jump on all those sites. And then locally, I mean, somebody needs to inbox you and say, hey, do you want that transcribed? I can transcribe all of the stuff that you guys are doing live. Like, you can go out there and proactively look at podcasters, people doing things like you guys are doing, and offer your services to them as well. Make a flyer with your services on it and get out there. But again, it's about pushing it, marketing it, and really getting in a space. Like, I encourage people, connect with other transcribers and learn from people who are already doing it. There's no value, nothing more valuable than learning from someone who's already doing it. So check out getpaidtotype.com.
Okay. We have a comment from Simone Morgan. She says, some people do not understand that you have to put in a lot of work to benefit. Working online is not a get-rich scheme.
It's true. You know, when I first started teaching people here how to work online, I'd been teaching it already for years, for 7 years before I started focusing on Jamaica. But in Jamaica, the first thing people thought was that it was a scam. Mm-hmm. So I'd be like, no, I've been working online for 10 years. You can do it. They're like, nope, not possible. It's a scam. And then I'd be like, okay, it's not a scam. I'm real. Touch me. This is why I put my face out there. So when I talk about working online, I put my face out there and I'm like, hey, I'm Alicia Lyttle. I teach people how to make money online and I do it. Because I want people to know it's a real thing and you really can do it. Mm-hmm. You know, fast forward now 9 years later, it's common. More people are hearing about it, right? Look at all my students that are on your page and commenting, right? We're getting out there as much as possible and talking about it as much as possible. So the word is really getting out and spreading. But when you're talking about, you know, really building an online career, it's important to understand that it's something that you can do, that it's legit work. And she's right. It's not a get rich quick scheme. There's we don't teach any get rich quick. It's doing work in exchange for money, or creating an information product, selling a course in exchange for money. right? So you could teach a career course, right? How to land the career of your dreams. Put it together in a book, right? It's a course. Sell it online. That's information that you're selling. So you can sell services and you can sell information.
Okay. All right. So Chantal is asking, though, it's still along the lines of what you were saying just now. How would you know if an online job is legit?
Yeah. So first I would say, look at the sites that we trust first. So Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, Freelancer.com. There's some legit sites out there. There are a lot of sites out there as well that aren't legit. So we always tell our students, before you try a site, come to us first and let us vet it for you and make sure that it's a legit site. Usually our students don't get farther than Fiverr because there's too much work for them on the site. They can't keep up with the work that they're doing. So we've been using Fiverr since they opened in 2010. I jumped on board a few months after they opened, and I've been working on that site ever since. And all of our students work on that site. A few have gone to Upwork.com as well. And, a few are also working locally or one-on-one with clients. But it can be hard to see what's legit and not, but you can also Google it. Is this website a scam? And you'll find people saying if it is or not.
Okay. Shan Fabulosity is asking when will be the next virtual assistant class or training?
So Shan Fabulosity, go to thepaidva.com. When you put your contact information in, we'll contact you and let you know when the next class is. I think it should be up on the website now when the next class is coming up, but put in your contact details and then we'll get back to you.
Okay. Is there an age requirement to have a career online?
Yes.
Alicia?
There is no age requirement to having a career online. The youngest person I've ever taught how to build a website was a 9-year-old here in Jamaica. And, the oldest, I don't know, in their 80s. So there is no age requirement. We've taught a lot of people who are retired how to work online as well because they didn't have a retirement plan in place. So now they're retired, but they need to make income to survive. So they're working online. There's definitely no age requirement. We've got a lot. Teenagers are faster than me and you, right? So teenagers can work online and they're so fast. I just don't even know how they do it. You start to teach a teenager, they're like, I got it, Miss Little. I got it. And they're just awesome.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We just want to also say hello to some persons who are commenting. Oh, we can repeat what you said earlier in terms of persons who are interested and what they should do so that you can reach out to them.
Right. So if you're interested, my team will reach out to you. If you're interested in learning how to work online, I just want you to type interested in the comments below and my team will comment back to you, inbox you and help you get started. But I want to keep all the comments right here in this stream. So whether you're on Facebook or Instagram, just comment and I'll make sure that after this live is over, my team gets to all of you so that we can see how we can assist you. So even after it's over, if you're watching this live a week later or whatever, just comment here. We'll see it and we'll make sure to get back in touch with you.
Okay. In terms of earnings, what's the potential?
Right. What a great question. What's the potential with earnings?
Yes.
So I'll give you some examples. This year, 2019, first let me give you my example. My best week with me and my sister working together, my best week was $95,000 US dollars, right? Okay. That's my best week. I released a course called Check-In Soci Masters. It's a weird name, but it was a course. It was an online course, and that's the best course. That's the best we've done in a week so far this year. I'll say that that's not average because, again, I've been doing this for a really long time. That's not average. What the average would be working online, let's say as a virtual assistant, maybe you'll make $200 or $300 your first month, and you'll keep building and improving your skill set, $600, $700 the next month. And then I would say you might max out at $4,000 to $5,000, saying this is what I can handle. This workload and this client load is what I can handle. Mm-hmm. So it definitely depends on where you are. I have plenty of people who are like, I have a lifestyle and I don't want to make more than $1,000 a month because I don't want to work so hard. For me, I'm like, I'm ready to put in the work to make the money. Mm-hmm. So the students that I teach, they know like our in our trainings, and what we like to say is, I'm so proud to say that I teach people how to make money. I'm all about money. Like I say, money all the time.
Yes.
I'm like, money. I'll tell you guys, if you're interested in making money online, just write money in the comments below. Write the word money twice. Call it out. Say money below. But average is a good question. So I would say, you're going to make a few hundred your first month. It's all about, too, the effort you put in. I see people that don't put in any effort and they complain that they're not making any money online. And I'm like, your effort and what you put in is a direct result of what you get out. Put in nothing, get out nothing, right? Put in everything, go hardcore. I mean, I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV for 9 years. I don't have a remote to my TV.
Oh.
It's just for guests. I do watch Netflix, right?
Okay.
But I mean, I schedule my time to coincide with the income that I want to make. So how are you managing your time, and what are you going to look at? How much time you spend every day on things that don't make you money, right? When I leave here, I'll get into a cab to go to lunch somewhere. I'm having a business lunch, and the whole time I'm in the cab, I'm making deals on my phone. Like I am a businesswoman, and that's what I love to do. So get into the mindset that you're now a business person, and you'll see that things will change for you.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Let me just check to see if there are any more questions on JIS Voice on Instagram. Okay. So we're getting a lot of interested comments coming in saying interested. So we I'm not seeing any more questions, but just persons who are interested.
Okay.
So that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
So let's see. Okay, so I think I need to read this comment.
Okay.
Blessed Mother Sil says, I'm making money while watching this live.
And that's the thing about, I'm making money while being here with you, right? Mm-hmm. So I bet if I checked my phone right now to see my orders that have come in, I'm making money. Oh, I have an Airbnb request that came in right here. Like, I'm making money while I'm here sitting with you. So, I've got products that are selling online, courses that are selling. That's the great thing about working online. So there's a difference when working, and you're working in exchange time for money. But when you're also working, that when you can sleep and people are ordering stuff from you, when you're doing other things, and that's the beauty of the internet, and it's only going to get better from here on out. So the opportunities are so exciting. Can you tell I'm excited? Like, I'm always excited about it.
I am. I can tell. I can tell.
I'm always excited about it.
Okay. I've also observed that you're offering now, like, public speaking. Well, not quite yet, but you're going to. Right. And there was something else that I saw that just slipped me, but I think I remember. You have a website up. Where can persons find you for the different classes?
Classes that we have up. That's a good question. I'm like, I think it's the Academy of Digital Careers. It's actually digitalcareersmasterclass.com. Ava, I know you're watching. Type it into the comments for me. She'll type it in.
Okay.
So that's I think it's digitalcareersmasterclass.com. And that's where we have a lot of our classes that you can pick a class, buy it. And some of them are live classes, and a lot of them are pre-recorded, so you can learn on demand, is what we call it. So.
Oh, okay.
She'll type it in soon. I know she will.
Okay. All right. So, Alicia, I think we can wrap now. Okay. You touched on it earlier, but in terms of developing the skills to support your digital career development, can you just re-emphasize that aspect of our conversation?
Sure. I think this is so important, and that is self-learning. Like, we all need to invest in learning what we need to do in order to improve our lives. Like, you can't expect a better tomorrow knowing what you have today. So right now you need to say, okay, I'm committed to learning something new. Google and YouTube are completely free. Like, why aren't you Googling and YouTubing deeper to try to learn new skills? Maybe you didn't know, But after today, you have no excuse. Like, go Google and YouTube as deep as you can. So we've got a photographer in the room, like right there, right? And
Yes.
so for a photographer, they're going to go Google, how can I make money online as a photographer? And they're going to see that there's websites like, iStock Photos and iPhotos.com that will buy your photos or that will pay you a royalty anytime one of their members downloads a photo. Like, there's so many ways to make money on the internet. You need to research and dig deeper and learn the skills that you need in order to improve your life. We always say you can't have a better tomorrow if you don't invest in yourself today. Take a class, Google, YouTube. But here's the most interesting thing about digital careers and where we are today, right? 2019, where we are, is that a lot of the opportunities to make money online, like the digital careers that are so popular right now, so in demand, they weren't even here 5 years ago. They weren't here a decade ago.
True.
We always have to be learning and investing and saying, don't be scared of the time that we're in now. Be excited about it. I want to tell you a story about one of my students, Sonia. She came to our class when she was 17 years old.
Okay.
And she has a 7th grade education, right? She's a runaway, 7th grade education. Bad story, I'm sure you can imagine. Anyway, when she came and took our class, she's now maybe 22, 23. She's taken 3 vacations so far this year. I think she's in Dominica right now. I can't keep up with her. But she has built an online business teaching herself the skill set with a 7th grade education, when every job she applied for here locally says, you don't have any test scores, you don't have a high school certificate, no one would hire her. So she said, I'm going to create my own opportunity. And that's what you have to do. You have to say, I will create my own opportunity to earn online, commit to it. I always tell people, I'm like, if you commit today to making tomorrow better, today will be the brokest day of the rest of your life. It's true, right?
Okay.
So think about it and celebrate that today is the brokest day of the rest of your life. Can you believe that? Like, today, just think about that.
I can't
Today
think
is the
about
brokest
that.
day
Yeah.
of the rest of your life. That's pretty cool, right?
Yes, it is.
Congratulations to everyone who today is the brokest day of the rest of their life.
Okay. We have another question. So let's just say this question real quick before we go.
Okay.
Is this opportunity only available in Jamaica? I think this person probably just joined
Okay.
us.
So no, this opportunity to earn money online is available everywhere. So while we are based in Jamaica, while I live in Kingston and my office is here, we teach students all over the world and we travel all over the world. Just as an example, this year I've taught twice in Thailand, maybe 5 times in the U.S., we've taught in the UK this year. Like, we teach it all over the world physically, but now with just logging online, taking an online course, it doesn't matter where you live. You can learn how to make money online and get a digital career. So no, it's not limited to Jamaica. You can learn from anywhere.
Okay, that's just wonderful. Any final comments before we officially wrap?
Yeah, I would just say, commit today to making tomorrow better. Like, now that you've heard this, you can't go back and unhear it. You cannot go back and unhear it. So now that you know that you can change your life by investing in yourself, by learning a new skill set, and by taking advantage of this digital economy. Oh, I brought something for you.
Oh, you
It's a globe, yes. But I just want to remind everybody that, like, this is your marketplace.
Okay.
This right here, all of this, this is who you're reaching to when you start an online career. You're going to have clients in Africa and India, maybe some in China. You'll have a lot in Australia, some in the United States. Pull out a map and it will expand your mind to say, wait a second, I'm not offering services to, just one business. I'm not just working for an employer here in Jamaica anymore. This is my playground now. This is where my money is coming from, right? Mm-hmm. So the world is a really big place. You need to get out there and take advantage. This is your globe, by the way.
Thank you.
And you need to take advantage of this global marketplace. Get out there, do it. Today is the brokest day of the rest of your life. make that happen, right?
Yes, most definitely. Alicia, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
stopping by.
You're welcome.
I really, really appreciate you coming by. I think this is a very important topic.
Yes.
And I just want to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
With what you do, as well as your sister. I know she's very involved as
She is,
well
yes.
with the business. So right now, we're just going to, say thank you to everybody for tuning in. IG, that's JIS Voice on Instagram and Jamaica Information Service on Facebook. We appreciated each and every one of you for showing up today. For those of you who commented, for those of you who asked questions, we really, really appreciate it. And we just want to remind those of you who will be watching or are still watching to just indicate by saying interested if you'd like to learn more about the services that the Little Sisters offer. And if you have any additional questions, you can also post them. You can comment and we'll get them answered for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all of you who are watching, we are going to go. I mean, I don't want to go. I'm sure you don't want to go as well, but we're going to go. And we just want to remind you to remember that you play a major part in the show. So make sure that you tune in and share the information, and also let us know who you would like to see in studio so that we can have them here. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Jamaica Information Service, on Twitter at JIS News, and Instagram JIS Voice to see who will be in studio next. We do this every Thursday live on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. I'm Anjuii James Sawyers. This has been Studio 58A Live, and we had in studio with us today Alicia Lyttle, CEO of Internet Income Jamaica. Thanks again for joining us, and do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.